this video we will discuss one of the sample paper for the class 10th science for the term 1. So the general instruction that there are 3 sections in the question paper. In the first section you have to attempt 20 question out of 24 question. In the second section also you have to attempt 20 question out of 24, and in the section C you have to attempt 10 question out of 12. Each question carries a equal mark and there is no negative marking. So the first question is from the chapter 1, where we have to balance this equation. The coefficient x, y and z are given in the option. Now for balancing this equation, FeH2O, Fe3O4, this is arrow in between. So here 3 Fe here. So we have to balance the Fe. The value of x must be 3. So we get the value 3 here. Fe, for balancing Fe we place x as a 3. So if we place x is equal to 3, now this is the equation. Now the next step is to balance the hydrogen or oxygen here. So oxygen here are 4. So if we place y as a 4, then we balance the oxygen here, 4O, 4O. Now hydrogen is 4 to the 8. Here it is z, so z should be 4. So which means x3, y4 and z4. And in the equation, option first is the correct answer, where x3, y4 and z4. Now the next question is, which of the following statement is true for the given situation? Exposure of silver chloride to the sunlight for a long duration turns grey due to. Now as we know, the equation is here AgCl decomposed to form Ag plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. Now what happened? Why it turns grey? Because silver is formed here. So the first point is formation of silver by decomposing of silver chloride. Yes, this is true. Sublimation of silver chloride, no. The grey color is not due to the sublimation of silver chloride, and it is not due to the decomposition of chlorine gas or by the oxidation of. So only first is the correct option here. That is only first, A part. Now the next question. All the decomposition reaction are endothermic, but decomposition of vegetable matter into compost is exothermic. Now the reaction is exothermic when there is a release of energy, and in case of decomposition of vegetable, they are decomposed by the action of bacteria over it and microbes over it. So here is the first option. It is an oxidation reaction. Yes. Decomposition done by microbe. Yes. It release heat energy. Yes. So all the above. Now the next question is, antacid contain a weak acid, a weak base, a strong acid, a strong base. So antacid is used in case of an acidity, which means it is basic in nature, but it is a weak base. So here B is the option. Now next, nettle sting is a natural source of which acid? Options are methanoic acid, lactic acid, citric acid or tartaric acid. So here answer is the methanoic acid, A part. Next question, an ant sting can be treated with. Ant sting again inject the methanoic acid. So it is an acid. How it can be treated? By applying a base which will neutralize all the effect of chemical injected by the ant sting into our skin. So out of these 4 options, which is a base? Methanoic acid is an acid. Incorrect. Formic acid is the common name of methanoic acid. It is also incorrect. Baking soda is a base, and caustic soda is also a strong base, but it is corrosive in nature. We can't apply this on our skin. So answer will be C option here, baking soda, that is NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. Now the next question is, the metal with very low melting point and boiling point, which melts by the temperature of your palm are. So these are the exceptional cases of metal which are given in your chapter 3, metal and non-metal exceptional cases. So these are the gallium and cesium, which when kept over your palm they start melting. Now the next question is, reaction between X and Y forms compound Z. X loses electron, which means X is a metal, and Y gain electron, which means it is a non-metal. Which of the following properties is not shown by a Z? So when metal and non-metal, it form the ionic compound. Now just recall your properties of your ionic compound. It has high melting point, yes. It has low melting point, no. Conduct electricity in molten state, yes. Occur as solid, yes. Now the question is, which of the following properties not shown? So here option has low melting point. This property is not shown by the ionic compound. Now next question is, if the magnification of lens has a negative value, then image is. Now the next question is, if the magnification of lens have a negative value, we know that magnification is equal to height of image by height of object, and in case of lenses, it has a positive value of v upon u. Now magnification will be only negative because we know that height of object, when we place any object in case of convex lens, the object is always positive, so this term is always positive. So magnification will only be negative if hi is real and inverted, that is it is towards this side, the negative value of hi. So hi magnification is negative if hi is negative, and it is only negative when we get the real and inverted image. Now the second thing, magnification v upon u. Now u is the object distance, which is always taken negative, and v in case of convex is always positive. So magnification will be negative whenever we get the real and inverted image. In this case, if we get the virtual here and erect, then magnification will positive. So in all these cases, the magnification is only negative when we get a real inverted image. So it cannot be correlate with the height of object, or we can say size of an object. So all these options which are given here, that is smaller than the object, same height as object, larger than object, so option here will be none of these, because it does not depend upon the height of object. It only depends if it is real or inverted, then only the magnification will be negative, and height of image is negative only when it is real and inverted. So here option D is the correct answer, that is none of these. Next question, Harsh want to see a magnified image while shaving in a mirror. What type of mirror should use? So to get a magnified image, we must use a concave mirror. So answer B is the answer here. Next question, for a convex mirror, parallel rays of light appear to be. So when in case of convex mirror, these parallel rays will diverge. So option A is the correct answer. Now if in case the question is framed for the concave mirror, then these parallel rays will converge to the point. So convex always diverge, convex mirror always diverge, whereas concave mirror converges. Now the next question, in which of the following the image of an object placed at infinity will be highly diminished and a point size? A concave mirror, a convex mirror, a convex lens, or all the above? So in all the cases, when object is in infinity, we get image at the focus and it is very highly diminished. Now the next question here is, two lenses of a power +3 -1 diopter are placed in contact. So the total power will become P1 plus P2 here. So P1 here is +3, P2 here is -1. So overall power will become +2 diopter. Now the focal length of the combined lens, we know that power is inversely proportional to the focal length, and if we get the centimeter, then it is 100 upon focal length. So now focal length will become 100 upon P, नीचे आ गया. So instead of P we are placing 2 here, so we get 50 centimeter is the answer. That is option C here is the correct answer. Now the next question is, name the phenomena to which we see a delayed sunset. It is atmospheric reflection, no. Internal reflection, no. Atmospheric refraction, yes. Because of atmospheric refraction, this for example, this is an earth and this is an horizon, and sun is at the sunset, but because of atmospheric refraction it is appeared to be above horizon. Similarly, during the sunrise also this thing happen, so it is only because of atmospheric refraction. Now the next question is, an object is placed 20 centimeter from the convex lens with a focal length of 40 centimeter. Now 40 centimeter focal length and object is placed at 20 centimeter. The image formed is virtual and erect. What will be the power of lens? So there is no use of this distance. We directly use power is equal to 1 upon focal length. Now what is focal length given here? If it is in centimeter, then 100 upon focal length. So 100 upon 40 centimeter. So on dividing 4 by 10, 4 to the 8, 4, 2.5 plus 2.5 diopter. Since it is a convex lens, so power is positive here. So plus 2.5 diopter. Now the next question is, if a ray of light enters from medium A of refractive index 2.25 into a slab made up of transparent substance B of refractive index 1.5. Now here light is moving from denser to rarer medium. So when it is moved from denser to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So will bend towards the normal? No. Will bend away from the normal? Yes. Will be parallel to? No. Will move straight down without any deviation? No. So option B here is the correct answer. Now the next question, which pancreatic enzymes help in the digesting proteins? So pepsin, trypsin, chylomicrons, both A and B. So answer here is D, that is both pepsin and trypsin helps in the digestion of proteins. Next question, which of the following statements is incorrect? Veins are thin walled. Yes, veins are thin walled. Arteries are thick walled. It is correct. Arteries are thick walled. Capillaries are thick walled. No. Capillaries always a thin walled. So this statement here is incorrect. Now, which of the following is not required of any respiratory surface to become highly efficient? Now, large surface area, yes. For better respiration, we require a large surface area. A thick wall, no, because exchange of gases only takes place across the thin wall. So this option here is not required for any respiratory surface. Other two options are rich blood supply, yes, it is required. Fine and delicate surface area, yes, this is required. So option B here is incorrect, which is a thick wall. So that is incorrect. Now, which enzyme? So here answer B here is correct, that is pepsin. Now next is the select the correct statement. Phloem and xylem are the transport system in a plant. So the question here is, phloem transport soluble product of photosynthesis in plants. Yes, this is correct. Xylem transport the amino acid. No, this is incorrect. Translocation of food and other substance takes place in sieve tube. Yes, this is correct. Translocation in phloem is achieved by utilizing energy. Yes, they utilize that ATP in the plant. So option first, second and fourth are the correct one. So D here is the correct answer. Now the next part here is, which of the following statements are true about stomata? So these are the tiny pores present on the leaf of the surface. Yes, this is correct here. Through these massive amount of gaseous exchange takes place. Yes, this is also correct here. Plant open these pores when carbon dioxide is not required. So the third option here is incorrect. Why? Because plant will close their pores when they not require the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is the intake which is taken by the plants. So in case of intake, if it is not required, then they will be close that pore. So this option is incorrect. Now the fourth one is, guard cells operate the opening and closing of these pores. Yes. So first option correct, second and fourth. Now just remember this point, that these are a stomatal pore which is controlled by the this guard cells, when they swells up and or when they shrink, which control the opening and closing of the stomata, and here the exchange of gases will take place. Now exchange of gases means CO2 is here intake and and oxygen will be given out. So this third option, plant open up these pores when carbon dioxide is not required, is not the correct answer. So if this question framed in this way, which statement here is incorrect? So here option 3 is the answer, which is incorrect. Rest all 3 options are correct here. Now the next question is, the rate of breathing in aquatic organism is much faster than the terrestrial organism. First point, amount of dissolved oxygen is quite low as compared to the amount of oxygen in air. Yes, this statement is correct here, because in case of aquatic organism, they depend upon the oxygen dissolved in a water and its amount is quite low here. Amount of dissolved carbon dioxide is quite low as compared to the carbon dioxide. This is not correct, because aquatic organism does not require carbon dioxide for breathing. Fishes have gills. This answer does not any link with above statement, and heart of fishes have only 2 chambers. This statement also not linked with above. So the rate of breathing in aquatic organism is much faster because they require oxygen, and since less amount of oxygen is there, so their rate of breathing will become faster. So more and more oxygen they can take from the water here. So A here is the correct answer. Now which is the correct sequence of air passage during inhalation? So the correct order, you must recall that order. The first one is the nasal passage, then the nostril, then the pharynx part, then the larynx part, then the trachea, then the bronchi, then the bronchioles, then the alveoli. So now just find out this sequence here. Nostril, larynx, this is incorrect, because how to remember this sequence? Larynx come first or a pharynx? So here is the exception, P comes first. Just remember like this, AB in case of alphabetical order, here is an exception that bigger letter comes first. So out of L and P, P is a bigger number, so it comes first here. So first pharynx, then larynx. So nasal passage and trachea, then pharynx, it is also incorrect. Larynx first, no. Nostril is first, then the pharynx, then the larynx, then the trachea, and then the alveoli. So here D is the correct answer. So till now we have completed the section A, 24 question. We can easily skip 4 question in this case, because we have to attempt only 20 question. So